Hi, Mark. It is Wednesday, August the 26th, going on 8 a.m. US session about to get underway. Let's have a look how the market's shaping up this morning. US dollar index downtrend leveled out over the past few days. If you look closely, EMAs have ever so slightly crossed to the upside, but still pretty flat. I've got support at 98.84. I've got resistance at 98.98. Buyers will look to test this intraday resistance if there's demand for US and to get back above that 99 level. But so far, slight green candlestick, but pretty much where we closed off yesterday. And if you have a look at yesterday, also relatively flat and sitting just under that 99 level. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. Also sitting pretty flat. You can see that today, very slight green candlestick. That's in the futures market. Still a good hour and a half till Wall Street opens up, but you can see it is flat within this downtrend. I've got support at 7,669 and I've got resistance at 7,692. Buyers will look to get back to that 7,700 or higher, and sellers look to break below this stubborn and strong support we see at the 7,670 level. Let's have a look at gold, which has been in a very strong uptrend since that 4,000 level. You can see how strong the uptrend has been, higher highs, higher lows, demand for gold. Today, a bit of a sell-off. You can see that some profit taking, no doubt. I've got support at 4,612. Sellers will look to break below that 4,600. I've got resistance at 4,671, and buyers will be looking to get back to yesterday's high and above that 4,700 level. But uptrend still in place. Bit of a sell-off today. We'll see with the US session getting underway now how that plays out. And we're seeing the inverse relationship. We saw US dollar index slightly up on the day. We're seeing gold down. That's the inverse relationship playing out between the two. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Certainly the big mover yesterday. There you see it came down all the way from the 90 level down to the 85, a good $5 move to the downside, continued earlier on in the Asian European session. You looks to be bouncing off that support level for now. Still a slight red candlestick. I've got support at 84.53. I've got resistance at 86.18. Interesting that what we saw Monday and Tuesday is uh, in response to the new sanctions and threats by the US, and it's almost a case of the market not really being intimidated or not taking too much heed of the threats for now. Remember, the forward-looking oil market sees this as well, not really seeing the threat of a supply disruption for now, and that's why we saw the price come down. We'll see how that plays out today. We'll see whether it maintains around this level, pushes even lower, or if there's some kind of a fight back. Buyers do continue with what we're seeing now, this little wick at the bottom of the daily candlestick, and look back up to that 90 level. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. And we saw a very strong run last week from Bitcoin from that 62,000 area. A couple of, particularly three very big days. You can see that from around that 62,000 all the way up to almost 80,000. 80,000 is the tough level. Wasn't able to maintain yesterday. Today, there's that doji candlestick. Hasn't really, neither buyers or sellers have set a new tone for the day. I've got support at 78,000. I've got resistance at 79.2 thousand, just over $1,000 range for now. Buyers, if this can continue this uptrend and buyers look back up at that 80,000 or higher. Alternatively, if sellers continue with what we saw yesterday and push below that 78,000. Uptrend certainly in place, and even the sell of yesterday still gave us a higher high and a higher low on the charts. Good trading, and I'll see you at the end of the day.